Hey everybody, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Last time we were too late. What the hell is this? In the hot air inside the music venue, I couldn't keep myself from shouting. Hot air? Why is it so hot? Now's not the time to worry about that. Why isn't anybody coming? What is everyone doing? Why discovery announcement? Hasn't been an announcement yet. That's why no one's noticed. Then I need to hurry and let the others know. I can hear the motel's close by. There should be a lot of able-bodied people who can help me. You could try and get her down. She wasn't necessarily dead yet. Somebody get out here. Gundam. I was wondering who was making such infernal racket, so it was you. Gundam, something awful has happened. What? Don't tell me. Do you intend to spread the pathogenic bacteria so you can take us all down with you?
I won't let you!
If you want a path, you must defeat me first! What happened? Is there a problem? Fighting's not allowed. It's worse than trouble. There's a body. Didn't you hear me? A body was found.
Could it be? Yeah!
I renounce you!
Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all?
Hold it.
Hey, Chiaki. Hajime, is that true? Of course it is, isn't it obvious? Chiaki, you've seen Nagito's condition, yes? This fiend just has the same symptoms as him.
But still.
There's no way we wouldn't check it out, because if Hajime's telling the truth, that means it happened again, right?
That's...
Killing?
Hey.
If that's true, we need to check it out. If that is the case, I will not stop you.
Leave this to me!
And you fiends, go on ahead. No need to worry, I will catch up with you easily. That sounds like famous last words. Chiaki, can you go?
Yep.
Yeah, it's better if we hurry, right? Let's go, Chiaki.
Hajime!
Mikan, why are you here? Please help us. Help us?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, someone's coming from over there. Hajime and Chiaki, what are you guys doing here? Fuyuhiko, why are you here too?
No shit.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Ibuki. Looking for Ibuki? I was planning to rest in the on-call room, but I wanted to check in on everyone. And Ibuki's missing. It's Ibuki who's dead. Huh?
Perhaps.
What Hajime was saying earlier. Everyone, let's hurry.
Huh?
Hurry where? To the music venue. Don't ask, just follow me. Music venue? Is Ibuki going to be there? Yes. But... Ibuki's missing from the hospital.
Could it be?
She's dead.
Huh?
What's going to be there? Oh...
Damn it!
My wound hasn't completely healed yet. Don't make me run too much.
Hey.
Is Ibuki inside here? The only way to know is to go inside and confirm if that hanged body is really Ibuki. I have a bad feeling about this. What? I was able to go through here just a few minutes ago.
For now. Nope.
Wait, what? I don't understand it myself, but if it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls, you know?
It's got nothing to
Doesn't
do
matter
with
if you can do it or not. We have to try.
Damn right.
Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charged into the door at full force. The door moved. Maybe it'll open easily after all.
Yep.
Yeah, even with two girls here.
Let's go!
One more time. It's open. It was like a live performance had just ended. A moment of silence just for the audience breaks on in thunderous applause. And a few minutes after that silence, a scream surfaced. Wait, what the heck? Hyoko wasn't here before. She's dead? Oh no. There wasn't just a hanged body. It There's also another body. The suspended body belonging to Hiyoko. 2 people? Nagito, what did you do? Was it Nagito? Fuck, Nekomaru's probably still dead. A body's been discovered.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Oh, shit.
A body has been discovered!
2.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Are there 2 blackened? Is there anything in the rules about that? There was in the first game. Once a murder takes place, participation is mandatory if the blackened is exposed. In the first game, it was that no more murders were allowed to occur when the body had already been discovered, if I recall correctly. Or no more counted. But in the first game, in Trial 3 as well, we had 2 people dying. Two body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with a hemp bag on his head. Hiyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this?
What?
Hiyoko, and who the hell is that other one?
Could it be?
2 victims? When I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed. Why? What is this? Impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut the hell up!
This is just...
We should lower that person wearing the bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes!
What about preserving the scene of the crime?
Damn it!
Who cares? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. Fuyuhiko ran over the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Yeah, it's a Buki. Alright, I think Nagito did it. He's frickin' insane right now. Even more so than usual. I think it was him. Because it's not me. I don't think it was Fuyuhiko. It definitely wasn't Chiaki, I don't think. It could have been Mikan. I don't think Akane is in a mental state well enough. Nekomaru is probably dead. I don't think it was Gundam. I guess it could have been Yasuichi. Oh. Under the hemp bag, there was no divine, but the face I saw belonged to a Buki.
Damn it!
Only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. She was super compliant to everything. Someone told her to hang herself. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. You finally showed up, the root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you.
Ah!
Why did I call him Yasuichi? Kazuichi. His name is hard for me for some reason.
Are you kidding me?
Buki and Hiyoko? I have a hard time believing it's her, too.
What?
It definitely wasn't you. So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others.
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. Are you cured?
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff's totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is it's already been cured. So, let's get back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file! See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two,
Let me tell you.
then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this?
Damn it.
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this.
Damn it.
If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What do
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. What about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? He's not here. Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh?
That's weird.
Crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies? Maybe?
Leave it to me.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I'll do my very best.
Alrighty.
I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. Seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll say. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again?
Damn right.
I'll leave that to you. Let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all.
Huh?
Like, I've been putting up with this for a while. But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. Because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate. It really is hot. In fact, it's sweltering. Why is it this hot? No, before that I need to check the Monokuma file. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. This is it? I already knew the cause of death. This isn't going to be a useful clue. Yeah, the Monokuma file is almost never useful. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Sorry. I agree with that! So... Or was there a reason they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people. Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out. I think.
Jockey, buddy. I'd really prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Fuyuhiko?
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this.
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. A drumstick. And it looks like it's broken. What happened?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, it was in the handle. You think it might be a really big clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we do is force our way. I wonder if that's gonna... Yeah, right. They had drumsticks jammed in the handle. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into it. But when I examined, I found that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer would be able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door? And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us?
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that in a lot of mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence around that.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door. It might be possible, but
I've listened to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
There's a weird glob where the right and left door touched, you see? What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop. And its chewiness. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. It was originally a liquid that hardened into this. Might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Nagito, did you do this?
Hajime.
This might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No! This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
How
I
unfortunate.
see, that's disappointing. Akane? Are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. He'll definitely come back. You're right. Gundam? Even I'm horrified of my power, of the eye of the Overlord. What?
Nature,
You
the
stupid
collective
fool.
will of the
Cannot
world.
believe you haven't noticed that aberrant thing. Pitiful humans, they refuse to lift their heads up for fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Does he mean there's something up there? Like up? Up? I'm not seeing it, buddy. If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. When did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital's doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. That's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. Yeah, you were trying to suffocate me. But I don't doubt you. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. Spare my life! What happened to not doubting me? Econ's account. That's probably my alibi. And hers.
Something like this.
It's happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Kyoko looked like she was having so much fun. And now those two are no longer here. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as
We
I
must
thought.
do this then, for the sake of the two who have fallen. Alright. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty.
Hey,
You take a close look at the floor. Is that blood? This isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
yep,
Well, a blood stain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
but still.
Either what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The killer wiped off the blood stain. As long as the body is nearby, there'd be no way to conceal the crime. So what was the killer trying to hide? Buki's body lay atop the stage. She was wearing the hospital again. She was wearing she when she was sick. It's on Buki's feet. Blood. There shouldn't be any external injuries. This blood belongs to someone else.
Damn
Hey
right.
Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was a Buki because of the bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means that Buki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. I wasn't really sure who died first. Estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. No, that's what happened. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Hemp bag. Wait. It's from the movie theater. Rope. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. Despite the fact this music venue is a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hung by this rope, right?
Well...
She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hung herself. You're right, yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place. Apparently it's going to be a clue because we got the truth bullet. I think it's a regular ladder, not a step ladder. This must be the ladder she used in the video. Isn't that a bloodstain? Yeah. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, it must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep,
That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko's on the left side of the stepladder. What does that mean? Candle? Yeah, this... The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. They didn't need to bother using a candle, they could have just used the normal stage lighting. Yoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to... Is that duct tape? I thought it was rope. Who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. Why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono's all disheveled, also her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. That was barely 10 minutes! Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window. killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Ah, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Kyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
huh?
That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just ask someone else.
Hey!
Akane!
Yo!
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check her kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see.
That's weird.
Can't really reach.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? A key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the key to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room.
But
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove. It's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
isn't that right?
If this is a trap, they would have put more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. You can Google this is something Kyoko had with her all along. Maybe.
Hey,
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything. But you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? That's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
see?
the way they wrapped her body with the duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Well, yeah, I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Okay, we're back. Okay, never mind. Curtain. Not wide enough, it can't reach from one edge to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain?
So...
If they went that far, this is probably something the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? What's behind it? Are we done here then? No, there's thermostat. Why is it 86? It's running as a heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Calm lighting control panel. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the lighting. Use this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of lighting, the video of the music venue I saw had a dim candlelight ambiance to it, and it didn't look like the lighting was used at all. Why didn't they use the lighting? Was there some reason that would inconvenience them?
So you
I see, so you noticed it too, fiend. Huh? Noticed? You didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Oh. Black paper. So you finally noticed. I can't really see it from here. I should lower the lighting.
I can see it!
There is no need.
Go, my 4 dark devas of destruction!
Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Junpei! Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo-choo! It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the true power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow!
It's amazing! I've never seen a hamster do tricks!
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark days of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with the paper? It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribbled on it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is a clue. The fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is unnatural. Okay. Look at the broken machine.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be
Kazuichi
the
put it in the
will
music
of
venue for
causality.
communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this?
Um,
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
That's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera. And that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was the thing I saw? Okay. Over here then? Alright, weirdo, what'd you find? Did you come to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or are they trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko? That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
but
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
man,
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime,
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
right?
If you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? It can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagita walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? There's the black paper. Yeah. It means that it's the torn bit that we are missing. Stickers. There's a lot less of these stickers than before. You can see your whole body. Alright, well, back to the music venue. We might be close to finished investigating the music venue. I need your autopsy. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. It's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. I turned down the heater. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occur. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. As long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murder. What?
huh?
You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way where they killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie.
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This
It
too
is certainly
must be the
conceivable
will of
if the
Cosmos.
killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed. Are you guys worried there's going to be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prefer to countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. Okay, that was like the first one. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trials rules. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean the 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am
If we
concerned.
can only choose based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right!
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
wow.
Arrgh.
I don't blame
Alright,
you.
fine, that's right. There's only 1 killer at only given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figured out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. There's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
If the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste
I mean the
your
3rd victim would be
powerlessness.
impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? What? The Monokuma's movie?
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. The imitation is...
Good
It's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Right.
you...
You haven't seen it. It's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Alright. I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? The hospital. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. Might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. Clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. Alright. What's the pet doing? Fine. We'll check out the motel first, I guess. Hey guys. I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. I don't even know where Hyoko's room is.
Damn
Hey
right.
Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body is hanging from the baton lighting. There was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikon and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, Monami and Gundam. Could it be? Do you intend to... yeah. I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious, since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikon panicking in front of the hospital, and I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki had disappeared. You guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else?
Well,
No. We went to the movie theater and saw that street full of machines to look for Ibuki. We didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikon and I were on our loon looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. The fact is, Hiyoko was killed and we did discover her body. Do you still doubt me?
jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Alright, Gundam?
So
You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? Which room is Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear. Or you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. How does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? It's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Alright, let's go inside. Hiyoko is staying here. I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. Did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Okay, what do you mean? The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. What other reason would make her lock herself in?
perhaps,
Her kimono. Sorry, water. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside. She kept the door to her room locked. By coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with us. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
you are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Wait, Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I could see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. Can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening. If that's the case, how'd the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Hello, Mama Kuma.
No.
Kinda creepy to be hiding in a girl's bathroom, though. There's a mirror, but it's small and rusty. No one can use this. Alright, well, I guess the hospital next. I don't really know what other option I have. Well, the movie theater, but I'm gonna try and save that for last, I think. Electric Avenue. There's the movie theater. The hospital should be right here. Hey guys.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. You prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. If there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors were only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed from the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey!
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I swapped the cameras. That's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage. Each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you wouldn't be able to interfere. It'd be impossible to broadcast with it. I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Okay. Okay, so it's useless now.
Hajime.
Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason, right? Did you see something?
That's right!
I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey, hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. The whole display was dark, because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. Right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who he was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and she grabbed the rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you thought she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her. I didn't make it in time.
Hey!
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, that means she committed suicide? And that means she's her own killer? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the step ladder on her own, right? If so...
You.
Don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room. I'm heading over there. She ran away all of a sudden. Did she seem a little upset? Alright, well, I'll also go that way, I guess. Hey, Akane.
Now then.
I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Why are you here?
Hey!
I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I think I might as well keep wearing one. Until you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. Looked like there was a gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more.
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I should be able to fit in it. What happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross! Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally, I totally left Makan back at the music venue. Leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Yeah, this is still so creepy. Okay, I thought that was where Ibuki was, but fine. Why is that moving? That's interesting. It's pitch black.
Hey,
Don't turn it on. Chiaki, are you there?
cuz...
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww...
Bummer. Troll fail. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. I thought Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room were designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. Black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. Is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yeah, she's upset. What was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be in the conference room after all. We'll see. There's nothing that catches my eye. Did I do something to make you angry?
That's wrong.
I'm not angry, I think. Are you or aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it.
I think.
I think. Is she teasing me? Alright, bye Chiaki, don't die, friend. To the movie theater then? To the movie theater, probably. Rest in peace. Alright. Well, let's go see Monokuma's movie, I guess. It's this way, I believe. The Wizard of Monami. Wild Gunman Monokuma.
Hello there.
Hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it.
I see.
Then you really should watch the movie first.
Hey!
Manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me? What?
Oh, Hajime's the customer. You have a problem with that?
What are you gonna
And
do?
you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it
Look
once.
forward to it, okay?
I'll go prepare the projection reel.
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Just think of it as a protective charm. Okay. Anything new? No. Nothing with these chairs.
I don't
Your tsundere knows no limits! It's just like me to make Hajime so prickly. I might be hiding a past where I was once known as a prima donna of the mascot world.
Hey!
It's about time you showed your dere side, you know? Come on, liven yourself up a little. Nagito, I
impossible.
can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it, too. Even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone.
No,
Hold on, I'm still in the middle of preparing.
Are you sure?
Pasty boys get hated, you know. They might even get hated by boy bears too, you know. You can hate me all you want. What am I missing in here? What do I have to wait for you to friggin' do, you stupid bear? Oh, okay. Yeah, the hemp bag's gone.
What's this?
Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
There's no way I'd fall for
stupid.
that. There's no way I'd say something that revealed who the killer is. So the killer bought it?
Shocking.
Ah! I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey!
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait!
Alright, I'll go watch your movie. Ow, my ears. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
Jesus!
the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
Okay.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Well, that was something. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head.
So,
Wait, what?
bye-bye.
What did you just say to me? Legitimately? Also, how do I turn off auto? Help. Thank you. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? Well, thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. The characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Boogie's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death. But Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death. No Tin Man, though.
What?
Would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now? Or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. The Wizard of Monami has been added to the Truth Bullets section. Can I get rid of it? Oh boy, it's time.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
Alrighty.
I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. Now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims. In order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Alright, let's, not this one. Check the pet. You good, pet? Alright. Port card. Mood maker. Easier to shift mood to your favor. Increases your aiming speed. Do I already have Gundam skill? I hope so. I guess we'll take That could be helpful. Sure. Don't know if I have enough levels to actually use it, but... may as well. Well, let's get back to, Monokuma Rock. Here we go! Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough... Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomi's such a dumb child.
Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey,
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say, oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first. Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it, there's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
He's not dead, there's no way, not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What
are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Alright. Nikon. I haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure an estimated time of death. Yoko, it must be my fault after all. I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Chiaki?
Hey.
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then we need to end this once and for all.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monami all that much. She's just saying stupid things and it'll just make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good? Did you not notice that she got blasted to death by Mono Beasts?
I'm gonna do
What are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms. Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru is already... Don't get distracted. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but... Gundam? It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make
Jeez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades. You do that, buddy. Just as I thought, this particular incident... Oops, we can continue this later, right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. Roar! We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I noticed. Our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. There's not that many of us left, are there? 9? Yep. If Nekomaru is actually dead, it'll be 8 soon. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly slow. Light poured in from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. I walked into that place. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Like 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru is not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No,
Why
no.
bother? What?
Well, now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Yoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. No one really liked her, and we're not that upset about her being gone, just like Teru Teru. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those two is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial building with hope and despair has begun.